Okay, guys, we've just come online right now. Today is the day off right now. We've just actually checked the portfolio and we're going to show you proof of how things have been in just a few stocks that we actually hit and shares that went up. And the number one moneymaker is KAL. It's actually gone up. If you have a look on you will have a look on our information, you'll see KL is on the very top and you'll see it is 213% right now in profit. 213% in profit. Understand one thing, this is not option trading. This is straight trading from the stock exchange. If you buy these, you could have bought KAL at a very, very minimum price. At the particular time, it was only around 7 cents, which is like a penny stock. And it's actually been taking off quite well. From 7 cents, it's actually gone to 24 cents. So it's a 300, almost 300% gain. 270 overall. We've hit a 218 actual percent profit. So that one has done really good. And the next one, if you have a look, COSM is actually moving up too. It's right now at 87%. It actually was 96 and it actually dropped. So if you had grabbed it at that time, you'd have made a 96% profit on that. And again, that's only 68 cents a share. KAL, you could have picked it up for 23 cents. 23 cents, so you could buy a lot of shares with that for that price and made yourself a, a nice little nest egg to continue to keep yourself going. Now, what I'm asking you to do is that we are literally showing you the ones that we've been told about that our actual portfolio is in red. At the moment, you'll see it's minus $1,510. Okay. And we did this deliberately to see if we can get ourselves out of that red and into the green. And that's what we're continuing to search and to look for shares that we feel that could benefit us. And we are in the loss on a lot of shares, but we have a lot of shares to be able to get back to where it needs to be. Okay, so the actual shares themselves you will see on the list is the ones that are actually in green that are in profit at this particular time. And you will see that you from the very top is what they're producing. Okay, so KL is at 213% profit, COSM is at 87% profit, APYX is now at 15% profit, NUWE is at 10% profit, Birds, which is just moving up and down, but it's got a good chance that a bull market could hit that, BRDS, and that's at a 10% profit. Okay. Now, these last three, if you have a look here, they got massive amounts of profit, but they're what you call a different type of stock. That what you get actually from uh, a company that gives you like reward stocks. Okay. And the percentage is just from what it was at basically uh, a percentage of what it was from 1 cent. Okay, it wasn't even a cent at that time. Okay, and they are specifically shares that you can get as an incentive bonus. All right, and you'll still see on the top in green, but now if we continue to look, you're going to now see that they're moving into the red. We have all these shares now into the red that need to go up. You see even Doji USD. We just played around with that. We actually have another platform that we use, a crypto platform that we have a lot of Doji coin in that. This was just the experiment to see how it's going so I can get notifications on it. Uh, all these ones here are miners, and Neo is minus $21 or minus 49%. waiting for a run back on that. These ones you'll see, minus 17, minus 27%, minus 50%. Yosh, PXMD is minus 59%. Lyft is minus 36%. TGL, minus 31%. These are all good ones to get into now, guys, okay? Again, my disclaimer is I cannot predict that if this is going to go up or go down. But what you do is you actually average what you bought and continue to buy in, okay? And this is how we're making the money. And this one's down 60%. Mob is down 65%. All these ones are down quite substantially. But what will happen is when they start going up in the green, that's actually profit that we're actually reproducing back again. The one that I told you about, HKD, is fluctuating at $18.02 right now. This thing is a sleeping giant. I believe this HKD is a sleeping giant. It was originally at $2,500 per share. And in the last few years, it drastically dropped. And I looked at it, and when it actually was $80, I picked it up. And I picked up 2 shares at HKD for $80. And it drastically went down in 2 weeks, all the way down to $30. So I continued to buy in at $30, and it continued to actually decrease, HKD, and it is now at 18 cents. 18 cents, and if you have a look underneath the 18 cents, it says $25.43. That's what I needed to get to break even. But I was almost down $700 on this, $800 on my portfolio of this. And now I've actually gained back almost half of it. So there's a run going. There's a run up and down through the in the mornings. You've got to catch the run. It's a bullish run. It is a manipulated stock that runs and makes millions of dollars for big companies on the dark pool. For us fries, you're not going to make any much money out of it unless you put a lot of money into it. So that one there is the one that we're still banking on. It's not producing anything, but if that can get back up to, you'll see our portfolio significantly go back up into towards the green. Sorry about that. These actual get these notifications of wrong things that come up. I apologize for that. That's what happens with Google. Google spams you with lustful desires and things like that. And that's why Satan attacks you. Even just showing you this right now in this live, this is the way Satan can attack you to discredit you. So be gone in the name of Jesus Christ. So anyway, we're continuing to look at how things are going. And you will see that we're doing quite well. We're not getting there yet. We've got a long way to go, okay? But these ones are producing profit that are giving us something back from a $2,100 deficit to now a $1,500 deficit, okay? And we're only making small amounts at like $30 to top end of $200 in a day. But if we actually take out a lot of these, you'll see that these percentages are up. We could actually pull out profit on these of what they're worth. So the profit margin, if we pulled out of 550, we'd actually make 214% on our actual portfolio. And you'll see on KAL, and we can't lie things, okay? You'll see here exactly it's 210. You'll see that under the portfolio right now. It is 210.55% if you had got in when we told you to. Okay, so that's proof. There's proof right there and then that one has actually taken off. And we've pulled out the profit on it. So we basically what we call is we got gravy on top now. We've actually made our profit. We took the 100% that we invested into it, and now we have 110% profit that we're playing with. So we're using our profit to continue to make profit. If it declines, we start losing our profit, but we don't lose the money that we invested into it. Okay, so that's what we do. we continue to put ourselves in a position that we continue to buy and put ourselves in the profit, what we can, of pulling out so we don't lose a lot on the actual share if it goes back down again. But the same token is if the share goes back down again, what we actually do is use that share to buy more and buy from our profit into more shares. And the one that we were told about that we actually bought today was one to look for. And it was showing a very bearish market at one turn, but it's going to turn around. And the one that I'm talking about, we just actually purchased last night, and we're waiting to see if that's going to do anything. And let me see if I can find it. TRKA is one that we just recently purchased. And there is another one here that we just actually put some into. And I'll have to find where it is. Or was that the one? I can't remember. It was late, just before close, that we actually did purchase it. I think it was the TRKA, to be honest. Yeah, it was TRKA. And you'll see it's actually minus 4% right now, but that's okay. We believe that it's going to make a run, and we buy them when they're actually in the red and not in the green. Because sometimes you can miss the run and you jump straight in them straight away, and they just continue to go down on you, and then you get hit really hard. So we actually buy when we feel that there's a possibility, by looking at the graph and the tips and the trades that we get are told that it could become a bullish run. So we'll just wait on that to see if a bullish run does come into effect. And if you have a look, those small ones, they're called warrants, okay? They're another little stock that the actual IPOs give you after you buy as a kind of a reward after you purchase IPOs. And they give you what you call a warrant. And it's a small amount, which is not a great deal, but it went, when it started off, it was very, very cheap, like not even a penny. And that's why it's gone up 1,099%, because the only investment was 46 of them. And you'll see those things are irrelevant. Okay, so the percentage there is not actually going to do that. So there you go. Right, so what we're going to do is continue to put it on and monitor it for the day to see how it's going and fluctuating and see what it's actually doing. Is it going to stay in the green, or is it going to go back to the red? Yesterday was a red day. By the time we'd finished, it actually was a red day. So we looked at it and we actually did a red day. And that's okay. We want red days. We want to literally see if we can get one of these ones that we have a substantial amount of shares in that are in the red that can come back, which puts us back in the green. And that's what we're looking for. Okay, so there it is. We will continue to monitor to see how things are going. And you'll see after I change this back from a pre-recording to a playback, you'll be able to look and then follow the live. Okay, so this will be going back to a playback, and then we will put it back on live. All right, guys, there we showed you proof in the pudding, all right, so to speak. All right, good luck. And we're going to give you a link in the description to join the platform that we use, and you can literally see what it's doing every day. Your shares can see what they're doing, and you can sell your shares and you can buy them as long as you have buying power to be able to do it. And we really actually will promote this application called Webull because it's working well. All right, guys, we'll see you on the live.